Good afternoon. It is now 2:45. Wow, the day's gone really quickly. I wanted to record this on Friday, but just didn't get around to it. And kind of March snuck up on me like a ninja this morning, because this is kind of only relevant on Friday. And I really wanted to record it on Friday, but I just couldn't find the energy, couldn't muster the energy to record it. Although I do have the energy of pineapple, banana, and bio yogurt today. Jesus, actually, that's quite a lot of yogurt, isn't it? Curb your desire. I'll do the quote. When children stick their hand down a narrow goodie jar, they can't get their full fist out and start crying. Drop a few treats and then you will get it out. Curb your desire. Don't set your heart on so many things and you'll get what you need. I always had people tell me throughout my whole working career, working for local government and just everything to do with computers. Whenever we got into a social setting, be it a pub or an event or on the ground or something like that, I would constantly be told by people to focus on a niche thing. But the problem I had with that is that I personally don't get off on knowing something so much that the next person who is interested in it knows more than me. I'm not interested in being the smartest person in the graveyard. I don't know what it is, but I'm just not obsessed with having the most knowledge on one particular topic. I'm like a master of lots of different trades, and master of trades, master of none, or something like that. You know the saying, and I'm quite comfortable with that. I like to know a little bit of something to get me where I need to go, and then maybe if it sticks and I enjoy it, then I'll refine it. But I'm not one of these people who I don't like to be smug about something. I don't like to be I know everything about that particular topic, because I feel like in this day and age things just change rapidly anyway, especially when it comes to technology. Technology is just blossomed so quick. Can you remember when the first time you got an iPhone, the iPhone 3, they actually even called it in the UK the iPhone 3G, and 3G was a massive thing. I mean, compared to 2G, it was a massive thing because we actually had data that was fast enough to have that kind of smartphone experience. But now we're in 5G territory, and my daughter will see I don't even know if we'll call it a G number, 6, 7, 8, 10G. I don't even know if we'll call it that. But to extrapolate from what I was on about, imagine in 5 years' time or 10 years' time where we don't have a latency problem anymore, where we don't have lag, where we don't have buffering. All the things that we had to work around, they won't be workarounds. It'll just natively work. So then if you don't have a latency problem and everything is in full HD or 4K, 8K, 16K, 120K, what is it? 120 megapixels, I think our eyes are. So imagine what it's going to be like when everyday life looks the same through a pair of glasses, or you've got a head-up display where you've got all this information and content and things streaming into your eyeballs. So I've never been one of those people who wants to be the Wikipedia of anything, but I will say that I do have lots of interests, and so this stoic reading from Friday about curbing your desires kind of hit hard. I've had a few of those hitting hard. It was a passions and emotions month of February, and now obviously we're just into awareness now in March, but I really wanted to get this vlog out. I do feel like I do take on too many things. There's stuff I would like to learn how to code. There is tools I would like to make to simplify blogging, to be able to blog in a faster, cleaner, smarter way that works at the same pace as way my brain works and fits into a little time period. I really think that now in 2020 we should have a whole array of blogging tools, and we don't seem to have them anymore. I remember 5 years ago finding B2, the blogging platform. There was a whole bunch of other ones, Posterous. A lot of these things are dead now or been superseded. I still can't believe WordPress is 30% market share of content management systems. I just feel like there's a lot of depth fell out of Web 3, from Web 2 to Web 3. The tools have not not adapted or been adopted in the same way. I see Tron trying to do a bit of stuff like that with Samsung, with like blockchain, and that could be interesting, especially with this kind of atomic swap stuff going on between Steam and Tron. That might just be the way that they ease in the blogging side of things, that you can, you know, charge up some of your Steam or charge up some of your Tron and use their blogging application. I'm going to talk about this actually on Steamcasting, but I've been going through the brand guide for Tron, and there's some very interesting takeaways from it in terms of how they're perceived. But there's also like a blogging style app drawn out, like a mock-up, which looks a little bit like Partico actually. So I'm kind of interested to see where that goes. Maybe there'll be a blogging app that will be just exclusively on Samsung. And so yeah, I just feel like I get involved with so many different things that appeal to me. Like, it's like a hobby, right? I like video, I like video streaming, I like green screens, I like gadgets, all the stuff that like techie people, computer people like, the tools of it all. But I don't necessarily need to know everything about it, because a social gathering or a social construct for me is not to get into a challenge with somebody about how much information I know about something. It's to actually enjoy the process of the making, not enjoy the process of being all knowledgeable. And I think that's probably why I haven't found my tribes here on Steam yet, because I am a bit of a strange person, for sure. I will absolutely 100% accept that. But the Stoic book really hit me hard in the last month by saying about curbing your desires. So I am kind of trying to tune things down. I'm very, very interested in vegetarian stuff at the minute and using the Instapot. I was given like a cool book for Christmas. I don't know if you can see this, the complete vegan Instapot cookbook. So I'm interested in like making this stuff up, mainly from a meal prep perspective, so that I've got all my meals prepped so that I can pick up a day and just like get into something. I still want to learn to code. I'm really looking at like Jamstack stuff, but I think I've got it down to like 4 or 5 things now, instead of just being interested in all of these new things that come out with technology. And I know that I can't just jump in and be like making video after video after video on some of this stuff. I need to actually thoroughly focus on one area, enjoy it, get, you know, the end result out of it as I expect. And it might even take me a month or 2 months or 3 months to learn just one particular thing. Like, it might be, I don't know, I learn how to use JavaScript properly, or I learn how to use GitHub properly and Git. But then also, I don't want to limit myself of being like in the coder block or the programmer block, because I'll be honest, I want more than that. Like, I feel like I like multi-threaded humans rather than single-thread humans that are just like, oh, talk to such and such, he does that. Like, I'd like people who are more than the sum of the information that they carry, especially now we've got like super fast things that even programmers are searching stuff on Google to find out how to do stuff. And there's probably only a handful of people, especially when it comes to blockchain, that actually are building the core competencies of those things. I can think of a handful of people who have like built blockchain technologies, like the Dan Larimers, for instance. So I am trying to get on top of this. Don't set your heart on so many things and you will get what you need. I think what I need is to match the structure that I have with the output. So I need to rejoice in the takeaway of it rather than just jumping onto the next thing because it keeps me interested. But I'll get there. All right, it's coming up to 3 o'clock on the 1st of March. Can you believe it's the 1st of March? I'm just like, it just hit me like a ton of lead. Like, it was 2 weeks into February and then boom, it's just like blasted past. I'm super looking forward to summer though now. All right, I will catch up with you soon. You take care. Bye.
Drifting slowly into an empty space where I can go. I'm just a